What did we watch for this week? Why? We watched the Prophecy trilogy. You do not need these in your life.
The first one was shot like 2 years prior to release. I think the Weinstein sat on it for a while. So
Gregory Wyden is the man who wrote The Highlander. Okay, so that's the level of dorkiness that we are dealing with.
Like the big issue with Prophecy 1 through 3 is that they barely have a story. So yeah, don't watch these movies. Just up front, just don't bother.
Myros, I think you mentioned Underworld at some point.
Yeah.
You feel like that's what they're winging for, jumping from high things and doing vague magic tricks. But like the action is like very strong TV action, you know.
In the scene that is in every one of these movies where you've got, we open on a shadowy figure walking around in a duster who eventually finds his way into a scumbag apartment.
Kind of like a close-up of some coats being shaken in front of a camera, and then we're off to something else, and one man in a wire jumping over a fence.
And then some other shadowy figure in a trench coat like flies through a window and attacks them.
And then by the time you get to 2 and 3, God, Walken is just he's sleepwalking through these.
Oh yeah.
And he's still great. It's not the same level of energy. You can tell that he knows that he's not making the next great franchise anymore. And
yeah, I mean, part 3 is
I
Koichi Sakamoto too for the action. If he's allowed, they probably did all the stunt work in a day. It's just nothing.
I guess part 3 is probably the worst. It also kind of swerves back into stupid in ways that I kind of like. This one is actually directed by Patrick Lussier or Lussier.
The king of 3D horror.
The fucking king of 3D horror. Exactly. This
is like he's Craven's protege. I mean, Wes Craven's editor, I think.
I don't know. All these, I mean, listen, my big takeaway is eBay's going to have a box set soon.
Two.
Yeah,
if you're
well,
interested.